Good afternoon, good evening. I hope you guys are doing well. It's Nisha here again from Training Bits, and in today's video, we're gonna be talking about Mangle in Mikrotik. And before we jump into the configurations, we want to understand what this is, so that when we jump into the configurations, it all makes sense. I want you guys to understand that anything that we are going to learn in networking, you need to understand the concept before you even jump into the configurations. You're not going to run into problems. Okay, so I want to take you back a few years back, or many years, decades back. Back in the day, we used to have three different types of network. We used to have a dedicated video network. An example would be your DSTV, broadcasting networks, and all of that. There were separate types of networks, needed different skill set and engineers and all of that, your cable TV and all of that. And we used to have a voice network dedicated for your voice, your PSTN and things like that. In South Africa, we have Telkom. They used to install landlines and all of that. Then we have your data network, which was used to transmit your data. So these were three independent networks. But as you can imagine, this was quite expensive because you needed to have dedicated engineers. You needed to have maintenance teams and salaries and all of that. So it was quite expensive. So the smart people decided to put all the eggs in one basket. That actually is quite scary. But you can imagine that obviously this becomes risky because everything is running on the same network. So in today's network, we can run our voice, our video, and our data on the same infrastructure. Okay, what does this do? It makes sure that we are able to save massive costs in terms of the engineers, the skill set, all of that. Okay, it would go down. But obviously, you're going to have new problems. What are the new problems that you're going to have with this? Your routers is going to be transmitting or sending out different types of traffic, but the router is not aware which traffic belongs to what. So it's always going to treat all this traffic with the same preference. So in other words, your voice and critical mission data is going to be treated the same way as a TikTok video. Pretty much that's what it is. It's going to be on a first in, first out basis. That becomes a massive problem. To solve this problem that I just mentioned, this is where Mangle comes into play. So I want you guys to think about this. Your Mangle is just a way to identify and classify your traffic. Okay, you're not doing anything more than that. You are simply allowing your router or making your router understand or at least label your traffic with different labels. Okay, that's it. So I want you guys, if you look at this picture on the right, you see incoming packets. The router sees these packets exactly the same. So you're gonna define your own criteria based on your own requirements, based on your organizational requirements, and you're gonna say, well, I want this traffic to have this label. I want this traffic to have this label. I want this traffic to have this label. Let me give you guys an example. Let's look at this example that you guys see on the right. With a young kid, he's receiving different balls. All the balls are in white color. I know it doesn't look like that, but all the balls are in white color. All he's doing is that he has different colors for each ball. So he's going to say, well, this one I'm going to color it green. This one I'm going to color it white. This one I'm going to color it blue. This I'm gonna. So that's pretty much what Mango does. It's literally taking all the traffic and assigning labels. More like a labeling machine. If you look at this example, we've got the red balls representing VLAN 10, the blue balls representing VoIP, the yellow ball representing YouTube, all the different marks. Okay, that's what it does. It's not up to Mango to define what actually needs to be done afterwards. The job that you now have other applications, or sorry, other technologies that are going to look at that and decide what to do. For example, we might have police-based routing, which simply say, well, if I receive traffic that has this particular color, I'm going to send it out through line 1. For example, I'm going to give you guys a real practical example. I've got two lines. I've got a fiber line and a wireless line. Okay, my fiber line is obviously the fastest line, and I want my voice and mission critical data to use the fiber line, and my non-critical information data to use the wireless link. So I can now mark my traffic and say, well, this is mission critical. They're gonna have this traffic is gonna have this particular label. And I'll tell a router that once you see this label, I want you to forward the traffic to through the fiber line. Everything else that is not marked, you must send it out the other wireless link. So that's an example of how we can use Mangle to mark our packets. In the next video, I'm going to show you guys how to do the actual configuration. It's not that difficult. The idea is you need to understand the concept behind so that you'll be able to do the actual configurations. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Remember, don't drink and drive.